drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Warning. Temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Orbital flight engaged.
Crap. It's open. Open sesame. Hmm. Huh? Hmm. What successful yet? I'm barely awake. Yeah, my audio's fine. So, what's going on your side? Hi, family. Sorry, man. Yeah. Ooh, sleep is not. Yes, sleep is not easy. Hmm. Especially with insomnia. Hello.
Flight assist off.
Hmm.
Flight assist
Shoot, I
on.
forgot to announce this everywhere. Good. I can still take my first sip of coffee and wake up from there.
Landing gear deployed.
Whatever. Oh, there's grief. Grief, solitude, fury, endurance. Blue one. Wonder. No, wonder's not. The elemental. Huh? Uh,
Drive assist on.
dude, my output is at max volume.
Gravity warning.
Mm.
Drive assist off. Under attack.
That's what I expected. Yeah, Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Target destroyed.
I think if I don't like put my voice at a certain octave, it comes in really soft. So I just gotta be mindful of that.
Cargo suit
Uh, yeah. So just sacrifice shield removal. Yeah, like I said, it's just I gotta have my voice at certain level. So I guess Watsy saw the memes about Colossal Dreadmouth. I mean Phantasmal Dreadmouth. I'm wondering what the blue elemental incarnation is gonna be. Oh. Oh, subtlety is really subtlety? That's what they're going with. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's nothing really subtle about Chapter Stone today. That that's the thing that hits. It is. It feels like they kind of like they're not wrong to do it that way, but mm, at least it's like a 4-drop, so it's not like it's not just something that's coming out of nowhere, or it's not like really. I don't know the level of mythic. Yeah. No, like it's fine. It's passable. Passable? It's fine. I don't know. Obviously, completed a cycle, right? I'm not gonna get hung up on a bad. It's not even a bad move. It's like you could have done better, but you know, fine for what it is. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not.
target destroyed.
I'm fine here. No, that's fair.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Just scoot. Okay, I might use like 2 minutes. I might. Until fast as can load up. Oh, it doesn't do that. Yeah, we're doing that today. Okay. Well, we'll leave that to help out. Oh, okay, figure itself out. Well, go ahead, bro.
Alright. I just realized also my mic was off the entire time, so they're yours. Oh well. Anyway,
Oh,
3, 2, 1.
where's the clap?
I did the clap.
Okay, I didn't hear the clap. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and other persons. I don't have, I am not awake, but I am trying to function. It's your host, Kevin, Ninja name Bob Vivasic, although that should be Ninja Bobcat, and Jojo, Red Phoenix Cast, Barrientos. Welcome to episode 16 of the Red Phoenix Cast professional show notes. Way to explode this right out of the gate there, Jojo.
I mean, okay, for real. God damn. Why do you always do this to me? Like, I feel like you're just trolling me at this rate. Because you keep forgetting my shtick.
What is your shit?
It's Jojo Barrientos, aka Red Phoenix Cast. It's always after, not in the middle.
Okay.
Put that in the show notes, bro.
But in the show notes. I'll put it in the show notes, and you cannot.
I've read the show notes 3 times, man. Like, I know where this is going. I know where we're going. I'm just kind of.
I'll put it. Oh, go ahead.
I've already read the show notes like twice. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. That's brain freezing brain. So
today we have a ton of Modern Horizons too. I think the rest of the set has been spoiled. Yes, the entire set's been spoiled properly.
So that means next week-ish should be pre-release.
The pre-release for it.
Yeah. So that will be exciting. Honestly, despite apprehensions about how good it could be, I'm liking the set.
That's alright. I'm not like
Yeah.
over the moon for it, but you know.
Oh yeah, like I'm not expecting something insane from the set. I think they've done a decent job of keeping things kind of, what's the word? Balanced, I wanna say.
Yeah.
But first and friggin' foremost. Oh look, Brace Cabal Minion is a thing.
I was gonna say, why don't we talk about the cards that we literally have on the show notes before we touch any of them, any of the new stuff.
Yeah. So all of it's basically starting off with you. Although if you want to alternate, that is fine by me. Do we?
Yeah, no, I've got a couple here. So, starting
Yeah.
off with Ignoble Hierarch, single green mana with one Goblin Shaman with Exalted. So whenever creature you control attacks alone, it gets a +1/+1 until end of turn, and it taps for one of a red, a green, or a black. This is a first for Jund, getting its own basical Hierarch. There's and there. The one thing I've seen you make a note here is possible precedent for similar cards to exist as mana dorks is Ignoble Hierarch as well as Noble Hierarch. I guess. I don't think we're gonna see one in Esper because Esper just isn't that a thing. It's not really a thing for Esper because Bant technically has a lot of the exalted cards. Noble Hierarch being the legendary, the namesake one, but if you wanted to take the next one over, I wasn't too. I kind of threw this in some of these ones because I was looking at them and I'm like, yeah, this is kind of major. Because I definitely want to talk about endurance, but in an interesting way. Oh.
In an interesting way.
As in, throw it to you because you're going to talk about the next one.
Oh, wait, nice transition there, sir.
Smooth transition.
Smooth. We will get the hang of it eventually. So I'm gonna slide it into one of my picks. I don't know if you want to throw it up on screen. My first pick here. Flame Blitz, 1 red, so just like a red mana. For an enchantment.
I'm struggling to find it because it's like buried under like so many spells and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely think we should have had something ready to go for this. Like I said, we're getting the hang of it, people. We're managing somehow. We'll see. It's just about managing.
Just tell the people what it does.
It's enchantment with at the beginning of your end step, deals 5 damage to each planeswalker, and it has cycling 2, so you can discard it for 2 generic mana and draw a card. One of the things I wanted to mention about it was it's a symmetrical planeswalker hate card. It hits all planeswalkers. It doesn't just like 5, 1, or 2, or 10. It will hit everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's pretty decent. I think it goes in just about every red deck, not just because it's a symmetrical hate piece, but because the fact that it cycles itself is pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm liking where this card is going. Like some of these cards are going, they're the actual there's some actual hate cards in this set that deals with like problematic permanents like planeswalkers. And the fact of the matter is 5 damage is nothing to scoff at. So it kills a lot of planeswalkers even if they got their +1 off. So which is pretty solid in my honest opinion.
Yeah, it's a good niche piece that kind of, if it didn't have a cycling, I think would be one of those, well, you can run it, but that's generally going to be a space that you have as a flex slot. Whereas now it's like, well, if you run it, you're not losing anything.
Exactly.
So I think it's pretty decent.
I think it's solid.
Yeah. So handing it back to you.
I'm gonna skip over my next pick here and go straight to endurance. For 1 green and a green, it's a 3/4 elemental incarnation with flash, reach, and evoke. So the evoke cost in this case is being exiling a green card from your hand. When endurance enters the battlefield, up to two target players. Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
You,
Fair
if
enough.
if you wanna bring it up on the screen there, that
No,
is
no, no. It's up to
that
one.
is
Yeah, you misread it. I pulled it up.
okay.
When it enters the battlefield,
Up to one. Okay.
up to one target player puts all the cards in their graveyard from their graveyard on the bottom of the library in any order. People are saying this is graveyard hate. I think
I
this
don't
is.
think so.
I don't think so. It's yes, it works against Dredge. However, this also works in Dredge.
Yeah.
So, because at 3 mana with a flash reach, if somebody lands a Rest in Peace or a Leyline of the Void, when they cast that, you could just flash this in, have a 3/4 body with reach, and save your graveyard.
Yeah. If somebody wants to do a Bazooka Ball, you just say in response, I flash this in.
Yeah, you just
And
you literally get to lull nope them.
yeah, it's powerful enough on its own.
Yeah, this card's looking super sick.
Oh yeah.
And
I
green
think
having flash is pretty big too.
Oh, I think just the fact that it works in so many situations makes it really strong. The fact that it's one and double green is just really works.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
It's a little tricky to splash in something like modern, but like having green cards in your green in a greenish deck is not going to be too much of a far fetch, because a green card could also be like green black or green blue or green whatever, right? Like you don't have to have a specifically green card.
No, and that's the thing. It's a card that, from what I can see, is it's not going to be that hard to cast on its own, but like the evoke kind of sets a precedent for me, with basically being able to cast things for free, right?
Yeah.
Which is kind of a weird talking point to transition into, which is, Commander 2020 kind of established this as conditional free cards, and it's just like, well, this isn't a big thing to pay for.
Does this mean we get to call this Force of Endurance?
Force of Graveyard Salvation? Yeah, no, we could call it Force of Endurance. I think that that's a fairly fitting name to give it.
I like this card. I like where this is going. I like what it does. I like where it's going. You just get to like you get to see somebody take a mill deck and you just go lol nope. I was like, nice mill, buddy.
Yeah, I think the new incarnation cycle is definitely Force of cards. As much as anybody might want to argue it, Force of Grief, Force of Fury, Force of Endurance, Force of Solitude, Force of Subtlety, which is about as subtle as a brick to the skull, but So yeah, I like the cycle. I like where it's going. It's not. I have it here that's not overpowered. It has that potential to be strong, but it's not going to.
I don't think it's going to be overpowered at all. Like looking at the kind of the rest of them, it doesn't seem like it's going to be super powerful. And it's subtlety might be the strongest of them all, because it's like 4-mana flash creature, flash flying. Like even just the 4-mana 3/3 flash flying is pretty big. But in this case, it has the ETB of use up the one target creature spell or planeswalker spell, put it on the top and bottom. That being able to just lull nope somebody from like counterspell, counterspell tech is like super good.
It's not a non-creature spell, and that's kind of like it works so well for what it is, which is like you said, it's a counterspell. I like to call it force of will off a pick. Like it's not as the conditions aren't a perfect 1-to-1, but it is just as good.
Yeah, and that's kind of the beauty of it is like it's never like I don't think we're gonna get another. I wouldn't say an Oko kind of thing, but
no,
I don't think we're gonna get like another Hogak level. I honestly think that WotC has kind of learned that, hey, maybe if we didn't do another one of these things where it's just gonna be like, oh, it's another Hogak somewhere, right? I highly like it'll shake things up. Like they put it just Imperial Recruiter in this set, and like now Imperial Recruiter is like modern legal, which is big. That's big, and I'm happy for it. And I like the fact that Imperial Recruiter is now modern legal, because you have to build some really interesting decks with it.
Yeah, I think it's because that will get you what, a 2-drop or something?
Power 2 or less. So kind of a 2-drop.
Yeah. Oh god, can you go into the Tarmogoyf with it?
Think so. I think so. There's a way to do it. Yeah, yes, in a way. So, because it's always constantly checking, right?
Let me check Tarmogoyf. Usually go Tarmogoyf into it. Because
I'm checking gather. I'm just checking gather for the ruling here. The ability defines Tarmogoyf's power and toughness in all zones, not just the battlefield. It's in the graveyard, it will count itself. So in this case, just by the ruling from the 3rd, the 19th of March, the fact of the matter is like there is a way to do it when your graveyard is not like super loaded. So as long as your graveyard is not super loaded, then you can find a Tarmogoyf through that. Yes.
Maybe 2
because
or 3,
it's looking for power 2 or less, right?
Yeah. So maybe you run 2 or 3 Imperial Recruiters in your Jund deck, and
I don't know. I don't think no. Here, the reason why this, I don't think that worked. I don't think Jund wants Imperial Recruiter is not to search for Tarmogoyf. The fact of the matter is Jund is a very 50% deck. They're maximizing as many things as humanly possible.
Okay.
This is more. I think Imperial Recruiter is going to be better in the Jeskai Shihili Rai combo deck. The Shihili Rai Beladar Guardian combo.
Yeah, actually, it would be really good there.
Even if you put a recruiter, even if you put recruiter on the battlefield, you search for the other one, you get you have Shihili Rai. So the only thing you got to Imperial Recruiter to get your you know.
Yeah.
My brain's a little bit dead. And that's kind of the
Uh,
catch-22. Is it's just like I think that's just really good. So I think that's where Imperial Recruiter is going to see a lot of play. It's just in that little line. Because even if you have an Imperial Recruiter already in play, you play Shahili Rai, you minus it, you get you get another Imperial Recruiter.
So, I want to touch on one here.
Alright.
Because we are not seeing an accompanying card this set, but I think it might become a thing. Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. Legendary land, each land is a force in addition to its other types. Dodo, I'm just gonna read from the show notes for its introduction. Oh, look, Green Urborg.
Like, yeah. There's a lot of creatures that have Forest Walk in this set as well. That's also gonna that also will synergize really well with that card. But I'm seeing a half of an engine right now, and I'm not seeing a lot of payoff to it, other than maybe Forest Walk. So unless I'm missing something where there's like something that makes mana equal to the number of forests in play, I don't know.
Yeah, that was kind of like where I was going with it too. Is the precedent now set for a green Cabal Coffers to be released? And if so, like that's kind of big for the format going forward.
I don't see it. I don't think we'll ever see it. Because
I don't think so either.
Because what? Why do we need another Cabal Coffers in green? We already have Itlimoc Cradle of the Sun in green. And, why do we need one for lands? The reason why Cabal Coffers was already good is because it checked for every single swamp. So even if you didn't have Urborg, there were still ways of getting lands that had this swamp subtype. And now that's like a little bit easier to do. Like you're not reliant on a specific enchantment, because there's two enchantments that do the same thing. It's Prismatic Omen and Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
Yeah.
So you could still run. The thing is Cabal Coffers, even in just a mono black deck, is just still going to be good.
Yeah. Like I'm not saying that this is going to be. I think, like you said, Gaia's Cradle is kind of our Cabal Coffers for green. As much as what's the one?
It's not Cabal Coffers. It's Urborg.
No. Yavimaya is the Urborg, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying that Gaia's Cradle and Cradle Itlimoc are the.
They already exist. Yeah, we don't need another one.
No, I think if they're gonna do Cabal land cycle, it's kind of like, well, you've already established kind of a precedent for this, right?
Wait a minute, dude! I just realized something. There already is a way of making a crap ton of mana with a Yavimaya Cradle of Growth. I just realized it.
Was it
Nissa who shakes the world?
Oh god, yeah, because it doesn't just say, yeah, it. Oh god.
I'm a winner, bro. Dude, I'm a freaking winner. Because guess who's got 4 copies? Guess who's got 6 copies of Nissa who shakes the world?
Oh god. Yeah, so for anybody who might not be able to follow along, let me
pull this up because it's in my binder.
Yeah.
Alright, Nissa who shakes the world. and I have 4 copies of the stained glass Secret Lair versions in my binder, ready for sale. Is a 5 mana legendary planeswalker Nissa for 3 green. Starts at 5 loyalty, and its passive says whenever you tap a forest for mana, you add an additional green. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Game over, man.
Yeah, see,
There it is.
the -8 as well. Although I don't think she'll ever get to this in modern. She might. You get an emblem with lands you control have indestructible, and then you can search your library for any number of forest cards, put them on the battlefield, tap, and shuffle your library. This thing does not say each land in play. This says each land is a forest in addition to its other types.
I don't know if that's actually gonna work.
I mean, is it on Gather yet?
I am checking right now. No.
Okay. I'm of the opinion that just because the wording
I want to.
doesn't really
I automatically. I for kid you not. I already want to play a set of this fight of Yavimaya.
Oh yeah.
Knowing what I know now, I want as many playsets as I can get grab my hands on.
I didn't put on search for it's a force. Okay, so if it's not, if it doesn't apply to lines in play, then yeah, yeah.
I'm assuming it doesn't apply. It only applies to lands that are in play. That's what I'm assuming. Because if it's anything similar to Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth, I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah. So the lands are not swamps when they're not on the battlefield. Yeah, I was wrong. So yeah, it's still really strong though. The fact that, like you said, it can with Nissa can tap for its own color and then green is nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, 319 real land cards on the battlefield aren't swamps while Urborg is on the battlefield. So yeah, it only works on the battlefield. So I'm assuming it's gonna be the same on the other side there.
Yeah. But still, that's nuts. Yeah. I think if they wanted to do like Cabal Coffers for green, I'm not a fan of that. And green gets all the good stuff.
I mean, green. They've been pushing green to be really powerful, really as lately. So this isn't. To me, this isn't that much of a surprise. It really isn't. Due to the fact that it's like, you don't need to have such superpower to really realize, hey, this is actually kind of obnoxious. That being said, the fact I could play this in Captain Sisay alongside Nissa who shakes the world and freaking make shit tons of mana. I just need a mana sink to put it away.
Yeah. It's
So.
Well, any card that says your green tap for an additional.
Your mana taps for more mana, basically.
Yeah. Anything that says your force tap for more mana is just like, oh, okay. I guess that's a thing now. I don't know if you want to jump back to one of yours here.
Yeah, let's do it. Go with Damn. Black for a sorcery with Overload for 2 white. Destroy target creature. The creature destroyed this way cannot be regenerated. So it's Damn with a nation on top.
I've got an answer for your board there, bruh.
Is it Damnation?
I was hoping you would be saying "damn," and then I could say How'd you know?
I'm running this and I'm running Dam and I think I'm replacing. I'm not replacing Damnation or one of my board wipes in there. I think I'm just putting it straight into Atraxa. It's too good. Because here's one other thing. Overlord cost is an alternate cost, meaning that it gets around a couple of things. The main one being Gadok Teague. It's a damnation that gets around Gadok Teague. Think about that for a second.
It's a damnation that you can't dodges heat. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm not even repeating the card now. Yeah, to quote Ron Simmons. Darn.
Damn's a good card.
Yeah, it is a damn
I
good
think this
card.
set's just like a straight up like a deck set of mono D's. It's literally everything has never been like too broken. That's what I've noticed.
No, it's a nice little balance in every card. But you can kind of like break them if you're really working at it.
Yeah,
or not
like
even really working at it.
You could really push the power on a lot of the cards on here, but it doesn't feel ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not so powerful that it's going to break the format. We're not going to have another Hogak number.
To be fair,
I think a lot of us
the thing was Hogak was already good in Dredge. And
yeah.
all it needed was just a little swift kick in the rear just to get it going. You would have had to discard the Hogak to play it, and then basically dredge it out. Which you were already going to do. Or you were going to find... the fact of the matter is the condition of having to cast it from the graveyard instead of in the hand.
Yeah, the fact that it can come out of the graveyard, and you can basically thin your deck out that way is...
Yeah, you're not worried.
Like you said, it is really good in Dredge, and that's kind of like been where it is.
Yeah. It's not a big issue when that happens, but it's like I think WotC this is the one set that they learned from Modern Horizons, and they'll be like, yeah, we're not doing that again.
Yeah, because Modern Horizons 1 was like, what, a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Horizons release date.
It was
June 18th, 2021.
Yeah.
So, roughly card design is every 2 years.
It's gotten so much better.
Yeah, like if we say this is about 3 years ago. So yeah, they took a couple of years to kind of figure out from the mistakes. Oh wait, I want Modern Horizons. Sorry, this is saying June 18th, 2021. For some reason, it told me. Maybe if I put 1 on it. For some reason wrong. June 14th, 2019. Okay, so yeah, it's about 2 years ago. So, like I said, it took them a couple years to kind of figure out design and then go from there. And like they learned from their mistakes. Like nobody wanted to deal with another Hogak.
It was hilariously funny because I was listening to some of the podcasts and they were like, "Oh, where's the next Hogak card coming?" And I'm like, I'm pretty sure WotC learned their lesson on that. We're not seeing it.
Yeah,
when I hear something like that, it's like, "Oh, when's the next X or Y?" I'm like, just shut up about it. Like, I understand that players are gonna try and break every single card in this set. It's just that's inevitable. It's not we should be looking for the card and screaming for it to be banned. Let's watch the format shake and see what happens. If I think a lot of these cards are pretty solid as it is, and don't need a lot of like too much stuff. Shit. Like
No, it's. Go ahead.
like if you look, I'm looking just through the entire list. I'm not seeing anything that's screaming at me.
No,
To be mad. So, like,
it's
everything just feels mono D's.
They knew what they wanted to do, I think. Because Modern Horizons felt like let's just slam a bunch of good cards into a set and see what happens.
Oh, and they did. And like we're looking at it now, it's just like the set's just solid.
Yeah. I think if they like, it feels like it took Fire Design a while to kind of figure out what their feet were, what they wanted in terms of design.
Mm-hmm.
Because like even the standard sets are looking pretty solid. Well, not solid, but they're not. It's not a make or break type of thing. Everything's decent for the most part. Like Spixhaven was a decent set. I'm gonna say it was nothing to write home about. Is the thing.
Yeah, no, it really isn't. There's a couple of cards in here that I'm looking at, and I'm just like, yeah, this is solid. Like Tireless Provisioner, a 3-mana 3/2 with landfall that makes a treasure token, a food token or a treasure token. That's just fine. Like I'll play this. Like I will actually play this.
It's a lot of it's really good. And I think that kind of works in its favor. Is that this is a good set. It's a
dude, new card for Marin.
Oh yeah.
4-mana Vile Entomber. 4-mana 2/2 4-mana for a 2/2 Death Toucher. ETB search your library for a card, put that card in your graveyard, then shuffle. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good, right?
Yeah. That's also a card for my Hogak deck. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Daddy got a new toy. Daddy Hogak got a new toy.
We're looking at cards that are just decent.
Yeah.
Like
I think the close. Go ahead.
Play Essence is like 3-mana sorcery that exiles target creature or planeswalker. Like what? Whoa, hi.
So I'm gonna try to get us back on track here in a moment. I think the only Hogak like is Grist, and that's mostly because of his ability. But I don't see him being as bad as Hogak.
The only one that I would be actually worried about is maybe like Murktide Regent in that slot, but even then it's just like I don't think it even gets played in the same thing. Like there's Magus of the Bridge to continue the cycle of the Maguses, but like even then I don't feel like I'm scared.
Yes, like you said, it's a lot of decent stuff that if it was in any other set, to be like, oh yeah, this is kind of cool. This is bumps up the power a little bit, but it doesn't really break the format.
No, because you're not printing it into standard.